Okay.
Skirting that question.
I do remember at 8 years old walking off the stage after my first performance and knowing, literally, that that's what I wanted to do for the rest of my life.
The first time that I fell in love with fashion was in the 7th grade. I took a home ec class and learned how to sew. I ended up making this watermelon skirt that was floor length and fit me, and I walked into school and everyone asked me where I got my skirt, and people wanted me to make them one.
I took a photograph through actually a car door window, and I just liked the way it looked. I just had a feeling at that moment that there was something to this that I liked. You know, I thought maybe I could do this, yes.
I did this one series of just documenting myself going from my own face without any makeup and then gradually becoming a character at the very end. And that was my aha moment when I just felt like I'm not making a school project anymore. This is like now sort of like art.
I had the opportunity to travel with my parents to 5 countries in Africa. There were hundreds of people waiting in the street for drugs that we had had in the United States. That trip triggered me to want to work more on problem solving and on social change issues.
For me, the biggest aha moment was going to cover a alternate abortion hearing. For the first time in my life, I heard women standing up in public talking about something that only happened to women, that was life-threatening, and that was the light bulb.
At the end of school year, I interviewed briefly with j.crew, and they offered me the job on the spot, and I didn't ask how much the salary was. I went out and called my mom on the street corner from a payphone. It was 10 cents. And she said, "How much are you going to make?" And I was like, oh, darn, I'm going to have to go back and ask.
I started at a magazine called Rolling Stone. It was pretty crazy. Journalism was extremely important. And I really loved journalism. I loved just finding situations, finding a photograph. You know, I loved being there, something is happening.
The first case I argued before the court was Frontiero v. Richardson. I had a well-prepared opening sentence, and then I looked up at the bench and said to myself, the most powerful judges in the country are listening to your argument, and they have no place to go. You have a captive audience. I felt exhilarated when I finished the argument, and indeed, we prevailed.